Welcome to the World Wire Update. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon for more updates and thrilling short scenes. The South China Sea is a flashpoint of global tension, a vast expanse of water where the interests of powerful nations intersect and sometimes clash. This region is not just a strategic maritime corridor, but also a treasure trove of natural resources, making it a highly contested area on the world stage. Here, national interests and historical claims collide, creating a complex web of disputes that has drawn in not only neighboring countries, but also the attention of the international community. In response to these challenges, the Philippines has taken a bold, modern step to assert its sovereignty, not with warships or military might, but with a digital update that redefines its presence on the map. In April 2025, Google Maps made the name West Philippine Sea more prominent within the Philippines' exclusive economic zone, reflecting the country's official stance and making it visible to anyone using the platform. This cartographic change is more than just a label, it's a symbolic victory, directly challenging China's sweeping 9-line claim and reinforcing the Philippines' legal rights under international law, especially the 2016 Hague ruling. By making the West Philippine Sea visible to billions of users worldwide, the Philippines is shaping global perceptions, strengthening its narrative, and rallying support for its cause both at home and abroad. The move comes amid escalating confrontations at sea, with Chinese vessels aggressively blocking Philippine activities, heightening the stakes and urgency of the dispute. This digital assertion is part of a broader, multifaceted strategy, legal, diplomatic, and now technological, to defend national interests, assert sovereignty, and ensure the world recognizes the Philippines' rightful claims. In the following scenes, we'll explore the history, landmark legal battles, and the ongoing struggle for recognition and respect in the West Philippine Sea, a story that continues to shape the future of the region. The term West Philippine Sea is not a recent invention. Its roots can be traced back to earlier decades when Filipino officials and scholars began using it to assert the country's maritime rights. However, it was only in 2011 that the Philippine government made the name official, issuing an administrative order to clarify and reinforce the nation's maritime jurisdiction in the face of growing regional tensions. This move was a direct response to increasing disputes in the region, especially as neighboring countries, most notably China, began to assert expansive claims over the South China Sea. By officially adopting the term, the Philippines aimed to strengthen its position both domestically and internationally. The name West Philippine Sea specifically refers to the waters within the country's exclusive economic zone, as defined by the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS. This legal framework grants the Philippines sovereign rights over natural resources in these waters, from fisheries to energy reserves. For the Philippines, using this name is more than just a matter of semantics, it's a strategic reminder of the country's legal rights, and a powerful tool to counter China's narrative and assertiveness in the region. For ordinary Filipinos, the term strengthens national identity and reinforces a sense of ownership over vital marine resources that sustain coastal communities and the nation's economy. Internationally, the consistent use of West Philippine Sea by the government, media, and diplomats helps normalize the Philippine position, challenging China's sweeping historical claims, and encouraging other nations to recognize the Philippines' rights under international law. The West Philippine Sea is not just a symbol, it is a region rich in fish, vital energy resources, and serves as a crucial trade route for global commerce. Control over these waters is a matter of survival, security, and economic prosperity for the Philippines. China, however, firmly rejects the term West Philippine Sea, insisting on the broader South China Sea label, and framing the dispute as a clash between its historical claims and the international legal order. At its core, the naming dispute is more than a battle over words. It highlights the fundamental conflict between China's history-based assertions and the Philippines' reliance on modern legal principles, setting the stage for ongoing diplomatic and legal battles in the years to come. The Philippines' legal foundation in the South China Sea dispute is rooted in the historic 2016 Arbitral Tribunal ruling at The Hague, a decision that sent shockwaves through the region and the international community. This landmark ruling decisively invalidated China's sweeping 9-line, which Beijing had long used to claim nearly the entire South China Sea, overlapping with the Philippines' exclusive economic zone. The tribunal found that China had no legal basis for its so-called historic rights, and that its expansive claims violated international law. It also condemned China's large-scale island building, as well as the harassment and intimidation of Philippine vessels operating within their own waters. Despite the ruling's binding nature under international law, China immediately and unequivocally rejected the decision, refusing to participate in the proceedings or recognize the tribunal's authority, and continuing its activities in the disputed waters. China has consistently argued that the tribunal lacked jurisdiction over the matter, but the case was strictly about maritime entitlements under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS, to which both countries are signatories. For the Philippines, the ruling remains a powerful diplomatic and legal tool, strengthening its position on the world stage. It has transformed the South China Sea dispute from a bilateral standoff into a matter of international law and global concern. The decision provides a clear legal framework, distinguishing lawful activities from illegal encroachments in the West Philippine Sea, and guiding future actions. While the ruling cannot be enforced by force, it empowers the Philippines to rally international support, challenge China's actions, and assert its maritime rights with renewed confidence. Every diplomatic protest, every updated map, and every international appeal is now anchored by this landmark legal victory, giving the Philippines a stronger voice. The 2016 ruling stands as a cornerstone in the ongoing fight for maritime rights, sovereignty, and the rule of law in the region, an enduring symbol of the Philippines' determination to defend its seas. In April 2025, Google Maps made West Philippine Sea more visible, amplifying the Philippines' official terminology to a global audience. This digital shift moves the name from government documents into everyday consciousness, lending implicit validation to the Philippine claim. For users worldwide, seeing West Philippine Sea normalizes the term and challenges China's exclusive use of South China Sea. Philippine officials hailed the update as a victory aligned with the 2016 arbitral ruling. The change, made by a neutral tech giant, signals growing international recognition of the Philippine position. While it doesn't alter realities at sea, it's a significant win in the information war. In a dispute where perception matters, having Google reflect your terminology is a major advantage. The map update ensures the Philippines' narrative is seen and acknowledged globally. The Google Maps update sparked a wave of approval across the Philippine government and military. Speaker Martin Romualdez called it a powerful gesture reflecting global recognition of the Philippines' rights. The armed forces saw it as affirmation of their mission, reinforcing that they defend not just legal concepts, but recognized national territory. Under President Marcos Jr., the Philippines has adopted a more assertive policy, reporting Chinese aggression, strengthening alliances, and rallying international support. The map update was seen as a tangible result of this strategy, boosting national pride and resolve. Across government and society, the message is unified. The West Philippine Sea is integral to the Philippines, and all peaceful means will be used to defend it. The digital victory symbolizes a breakthrough in the global narrative, reinforcing the country's identity and claims. Beijing's response to the Google Maps update was swift and uncompromising. Chinese officials dismissed the change, insisting South China Sea is the only internationally recognized name. Chinese experts argued that a commercial map label cannot alter China's indisputable sovereignty. This rhetoric is central to China's strategy, treating its claims as historical facts immune to outside judgment. Any recognition of the Philippine position, even by Google, is seen as a challenge to China's core interests. China's unwavering stance highlights the immense challenge facing the Philippines and the international community. The fundamental conflict, China's historical claims versus international law, remains the region's main source of tension. The digital map dispute mirrors real-world confrontations in the West Philippine Sea. Chinese vessels have escalated harassment of Philippine ships using water cannons, dangerous maneuvers, and lasers. Incidents near Second Thomas Shoal and Scarborough Shoal are now routine, as China seeks to enforce its claims on the water. In response, the Philippines has strengthened alliances, especially with the United States, holding the largest ever joint military exercises in 2025. The map update is a part of a broader strategy, combining legal, diplomatic, informational, and military efforts. While digital victories matter, the real contest continues on the waves, where control is challenged daily. The future of the region will be shaped by this interplay of law, alliances, and resolve. The Philippines' cartographic stand is a defining moment in its ongoing struggle for maritime rights and regional stability.